The information given in this video is already public knowledge and was compiled by Video Wayne for the purpose of making this video.
Ain't no, we ain't come up in rap battles rapping about your shoes or your hair or you ugly in front of each other. If you did that, they gon' punch you in your right there. If you seen it, we just rap about the gangs, the shit going on in the hood.
We real over here, we feeling it on living mountain. 2 million records account.
During the 1990s, New Orleans hip-hop scene had brewed into an overflow of talented artists as well as those behind the scenes who were actually making things happen.
Sugar Slim, that's my brother first of all, you dig? And he called all Cash Money shots, you know what I'm saying?
The New Orleans movement was so strong it overshadowed the rest of the state, which made it hard for other cities to eat. But just 1 hour west of New Orleans lied a powerful movement that was awaiting its turn. In the midst of New Orleans hip-hop uprise, Baton Rouge had morphed into its own identity, and by the early 2000s, the world would get a front row seat to Louisiana's state capital.
Ask somebody about my CD, you can play the whole thing. Ask somebody about my street, they gon' mention cocaine. Now when you see me in my bed, put your hands up. That mean you got love for me in your tail.
Although Boosie wasn't the first out the gate in BR, he made the biggest impact and is considered the first artist off the porch in the industry coming from the city. Boosie got his hip-hop start at just 14 years old, and like most childhood entertainers, his life played out in front of the cameras, through songs and in the media, major parts of his personal life that we've all bared witness to.
Listen to me and my dog Mouth, man. This how we acting, you know.
Since we was small, look, you was around. Your papers, I took the charge cause I'm down.
Boosie's legacy as king of BR is sustained, but his early life consists of old relationships that the new generation of city goons just won't let go of. His affiliation with the late Ivy Smith has gotten his name caught up into the new era Baton Rouge feud between two of the city's elite labels, TBG and NBA.
All out the window with that stick, over you. My son, I send that ball, I send that ball, I send that ball, yeah, that's my little son.
Boosie haven't made a public statement about it, nor does he have any direct involvement in it. But when it's a street matter, the streets talk, and the simple affiliation has thrown bad ass in the mix of it all.
That's why I be always against rap beef. You know what I'm saying? Like, every time they ask me questions, you know, the whole world love it. You know, until the day, the whole world support it. To the day. Hey, what rappers beef lead to? One gonna die. That's the only person the only person rise is the one who don't die. Ain't nothing positive from that.
Not making a public statement on the matter is probably best due to Boosie's powerful influence when it comes to BR streets. If the smallest thing is taken in the wrong way, it could add so much more fuel to the fire, then just more than his name would be caught up in it.
I ain't gonna lie, I wrote Hatch and asked him about the Boosie bags. Nobody got back at me, bro.
The 18-wheeler deliver, get them in the mail. $1 million bond in 30 minutes and I made bail.
Kevin Gates, on the other hand, respectively played both sides, and although it was no dissing involved, the idea of him working with both TBG and NBA left a bad taste in the mouths of critics and those who had rather him choose sides.
Phones up!
Aside from his loyal following from his earlier career, Boosie has gained a new following through his live video post where he allowed viewers into his immediate life as he entertained them in many ways. It's through these video posts that he reinvented himself and showed the world he's worthy of their attention.
Any advice on being broke? You just gotta go back and get it. Once you go broke, they're gonna make you stronger. You just gotta keep on. You gotta take that loss and learn from that loss. You gotta learn with everything you made you broke this time, you can't do it again.
Comedy, advice, family values, money tips, or Boosie simply ranting about something is what you'll get when you're watching. And it's the drawbridge that connected Boosie to a larger, more consistent fan base.
Another stupid weekend. Another stupid weekend.
He's one of the last from his era that's made it through the different levels of triumph and passages of life, as well as the many setbacks that came with his rap career and violent past, all of which made him the man he is today. Now an OG in the game, he's well respected and is a symbol of success to inspiring artists around the world.
Look at my handsome son. Come here, son. Come here. Come here. Kiss me, my son, man. I love you, son. I love you too. I love you. Why you don't want? I can't hug you no more. Man, I hate when y'all get old, man.
Torrance Hatch Jr., better known to the world as Tootie Raw, is Boosie's 16-year-old son and newcomer to the hip-hop community as a respected rapper. He entered the game on the gram by uploading his first post in December of 2014, but today with almost 600,000 followers, he's considered one of the richest Instagram stars in the game.
So mama, I got her. We ain't gonna have no problems. Her bank account's full, we gonna be living like some lions. Man, I said, turn me up. What happened to it, son?
By 14 years old, he began to take rap seriously, and by 15, he had already began to release material. A single titled It's Up, which featured Bottom Boy Gorilla / NBA member BBG Baby Joe, and the video is now at 3 million plus views on YouTube.
You a little boy, I flash, I'm telling you, do you bad. And I ain't with all that talking, I'm telling you, do you bad.
Due to his father's success, their childhoods were the total opposite, and although both started rapping around the same age, where Boosie got his out the mud, it was more laid out for Tootie. But don't get it twisted. With Boosie teaching him everything he knows, Tootie is still a force to be reckoned with. There's a law that exceeds being gangsta, and it's simply having money, because money can get you touched from a distance. And with the mindset cultivated by his dad can make Tootie a major factor when it comes to opposing him.
Look, just look at him. He's so like his daddy. Look at him. That little got swag though. Look at that fresh from school. That fresh. Look, you little Tootie, man. Look, that's why they hate. People hate because they want to be you, man.
Tootie says he idolizes his dad, but it was his own decision to start a rapping career, which so far seems to be a good move for the youngin'. Unfortunately, his father's earlier years wasn't so easy, but it was that same hardship that Boosie endured that made him who he is.
Mamas keep trailing they churn, don't be hanging around me. Say my daddy was a thug, so what you think I'm gonna be?
He got his start at 14 years old with the concentration camp, and after a short period of time became an artist and mentee of the legendary Pimp C, which means he got the game from one of the realest to ever do it. His loyal and faithful run with Trill Entertainment gave birth to a partnership between him and Webby that allowed them to change how the world looked at the South as a whole.
While you with Boosie, you gon' get your wet. It's like mouse on the track, it's a hit after that.
Together, they've done their part to bring major attention to the South and hip-hop as a whole, but somewhere in the mix, years after they've made history together, they began to grow apart. Recently, Boosie posted a video that captured his anger as a result of the Boosie badge being canceled. In the midst of his anger, he was asked about his partner Webby, and here's what he said.
Don't ask me about no Webby on it. Do you see me with Webby? Do you see me hanging with Webby?
Boosie's anger clearly got the best of him, and his response towards Webby was a bit cold. But contrary to critics' belief, they're not beefing. Although Boosie did mention in the Vlad TV interview that they're not seeing eye to eye right now either. He sincerely admitted that in his heart he could never beef with Webby and genuinely smiled when he was asked about him, but says, and I quote, "It ain't me, dog. I still got love for him and all, but I feel like it ain't me. That's my n. I love that n. I've been through a lot with that n. But you know, I got to keep it going." End quote. With Boosie responding to the matter automatically makes the situation sensitive. So by nature, Webby was gonna feel some type of way. And although his response was nowhere near retaliation, you can tell he was affected by it.
Here's up though. Here's up though. Shout out to my bro Boosie Bland. And you hear me the dumb way. The dumb way.
Feelings were shared between them, and sometimes that's all people need to run with. But like Boosie said, there's no way he could ever beef with Webby.
Nothing like coming home to a clean house. Come home to a clean house, you feel good as a make you want to go to sleep and take a nap. All your be fresh. Keep your money neat. You always have more. You have your money all sloppy or balled up in your pocket, it limits your hustle. It make you not. It don't make you. It make you small to mind. You keep that neat stacked up. You want more and more and more and more of it. keep your money neat, man. Don't have your money neat. It's free game, man. OG game. Game the OGs gave me.